Hi everyone, it's Bei bringing you Captain Tsubasa Dream Team, the Japanese version, and this time I'm going over the new event that's up. It's today is January 19th, so the new event just came, and also the new gacha, of course. So I've gone over this event in the past before it arrived, but today I want to go over the new characters. I would like to tell you guys how I think about the characters, so that I hope it'll be useful for you to determine whether to do the gacha or not. Yeah, so 3 new SSR characters have arrived. One is Aoi. Where is it? Here. So this new Aoi, so there was various Aois already in the gacha, but this Aoi is, I think, stronger than any past Aoi. So because if you look at the offense, it's above 17,000. This is really strong for a normal gacha. I mean, when I say normal, I mean like it's not fest or collection, and it's above 17,000. That's strong for sure. And his physical is almost 16,000. This is pretty high too, and it's really well balanced. It's all around the same. So he's a really balanced character. But if you look at the offense stats, his shot it's a bit weighted on shot. It's 6,400, so that's pretty high, and for an OMF DMF double position character, I think even forwards don't have this high sometimes. So I think I would say this Aoi has a really strong shooting power, and his main skill is finally S rank shot. But for S rank shot, it's a bit low, the strength, because normally S rank shot should reach like 450 to like around there, mid 400s. Yeah, so compared to those, I guess it's a bit weak, but because like I said, he's an OMF DMF character. I think it's okay because he's not a forward character. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a really powerful, strong character. And he now has new sub skills. It's dribble, so he already had many types of dribble already, but this is something new, so it's unique. And this is something important, I think, because he has tackle, and this tackle was already in the game, as you were able to collect this tackle from the previous event. And for those who failed to get the red event prize Aoi and only have green, you should maybe teach that or level by using that Aoi. You might wanna level this Aoi's tackle because it's the same tackle skill. You can. By doing that, I think this tackle will be really powerful. And I would say compared to that green, this is way better, and it's the same. It's green here again. So and the team skill is the same. It raises the green type all parameter by 5%. That's the same as the previous all Japan Aoi. So I think you won't hesitate by teaching that skill to this. Not teach, leveling up by using that character's skill to level this tackle, right? And his special passive skill is all parameter of will go up by 5% when matched up with blue type character. Yeah, so that's like it's already here for various characters, but yeah, it's that. So I think he's really good against blue type. Yeah, so I think compared to the past Aois, I would say this is really strong. So definitely if you get this character, I think well, it really depends on what else you have, but you should think of teaching variety of skills, all sorts of skills, whether it's from SR or anything, because I think this is up to date, one of the strongest Aoi. Yes. And what else do we have? So finally, ever since the launch, this is the second bunnak from the gacha, and it's really strong. I think I would say out of the 3 new SSR characters that's released this time, this bunnak is the strongest, because look at his defense stats. It's like 17,500, and it's really strong on weighted on tackle. It's above 7,000, but he also has really strong block figure. It's almost 6,000. normally in the past, if someone's skill is or figures so weighted on tackle above 7,000, normally the other two will be like around 4 to 5,000, you know, somewhere around there. But whereas him, his block is around 6,000. So, you know, he's really strong in both tackle and block. And what's more unique for him is his power is 6,400. Normally in the past, right, if someone's tackle is this high, you know, his physical, you know, speed would be high because it's relative to tackle. But for him, it's power that's high. And speed is also pretty high. It's 5,500. So I think, you know, when you combine these figures together and, you know, calculate the actual tackle and block figures, I think he's gonna be really strong both in tackle and block. Let me do that once, to be exact. So for tackle, whoops, 7124. He has 9890, and for block, yeah, so his tackle is 9,800, whereas his block is 9,100. So it's both on 9,000s. So that's really strong. He has both strong figures, and his main skill now is tackle, S-rank tackle. So if you have, for those who have the previous bunnak with the S-rank block, you should maybe, you know, think of transferring that block to him so that he has both tackle and block S-rank. And as I said, you know, his figures are all both, you know, on his 9,000s. So yeah, both of them will be super strong. And his sub skill A rank is interception. So he has all three defensive skills if you put the block, if you teach that block, you know, to him. Yeah, but you know, think carefully before you do so, because you know, this time, you know, he's green, whereas the last one was red. So for those who are going with red, you should really, you know, think carefully to do that. Yeah. And his team skill is raise all parameter for the green type by 5%. And this is something very new and unique, his passive, because I don't know if I'm saying it right, but you know, some shots have this you know, when the defender tries to block it, right, it blows away the defender, right? But for him, it doesn't work. It's not gonna work. He's super strong that's not gonna happen for him. He's not gonna be blown away. So yeah, so you know, when you're going up against people like whoever, like I don't know, like the Rivual, S-rank shot, or someone like Levin or whoever who has that special effect, like Raiju shot or Neo Tiger shot or a fire shot or whoever. There's a lot of forward characters who could blow away opponents, right? But that's not going to work for him, which is really, I think, important, because you know, although you might be able to block that shot, because of that special effect, you're not able to sometimes, right? It's really annoying, that thing. So you know, he's gonna be, I think, really useful defender, because that's not gonna work for him. So I would like to definitely, if I get this character, try how strong this bunnak is. I hope I could get him. So yeah, that's that. So I think I would, out of all new three characters, I would say bunnak is the best. And last but not least, although bunnak I said is the best, this Oiran is also really strong, I think, because if you look at the stats here, you know, his defense figures are above 7,500. And it's unlike bunnak, where his tackle was like above 7,000. It's really well balanced. So block is a bit weighted, it's above 6,000, but the rest, tackle and interception, is also strong. It's the, you know, mid 5,000 to, you know, late 5,000, so that's good. And his physical is not as good as bunnak, but you know, it's okay. Power and technique is above 5,000. That's good. And yeah, and also now his skill is S-rank sliding block. And so if you have the past bunnak with the strong S-rank tackle, you might want to, you know, think of teaching that to him so that you have both block and tackle S rank. And if you do the raid, although it's C, but if you maximize that C rank, you have interception as well. So like Bunak, you have all 3 defensive skills. Yeah, and for him, he has pass, A rank pass. So after you get the ball from the opponent, you could get away from the opponent's matchup by passing. So I think it's really strong, this Oiran. And his team skill is just like Bunak, but the color is different. He could raise blue type's parameter by 5%. And the passive skill is not like Bunak, but it's like Aoi. So all parameter will go up by 5% when matched up with red type. Yeah. So I think all 3 characters, Aoi, Bunak, and Oiran, is all good compared to the past characters. So yeah, I think this gacha is really, I think, good. Yeah, all 3 characters are really, I think, powerful compared to the past ones. So yeah, it's good. It's worth pulling. So please do determine, think of what you have already and determine whether to pull or not. Yeah. And last but not least, Balkan, the prize character this time. So if you're lucky and you're in the upper part of the ranking of the event, you might have the chance to get this blue Balkan. If you're not, you still get the green one, by running the event and collecting the points. So this green one has A rank block, so you could level the skill by going over and over this event. So that's good. And if you succeed in getting this blue one, you'll wanna probably put that block skill to this, teach him his block skill to him, so that he finally has, for the first time, defensive skill. Because in the past gacha Balkan, he was double position, both forward and defense, but he didn't have any defensive skills. So for those who already have that past Balkan, it's good to have that block shot skill, because you could teach that to the past Balkan so that he could finally do both defense and forward, right? And if you're lucky and you are able to get this Balkan, you might want to teach that block skill to him, because although you might think his stats aren't that good if you look at the overall ones, but if you look in the details, his shot, block, and power are all above 6,000. So when it comes to shots and blocks, he's really strong. Yeah, so that's why you wanna teach that block skill to him. So because he's really specialized in shots and blocks, so you wanna use him when it comes to shots and blocks. He could be really useful, I think. Yeah. So although it looks weak for event strong character compared to the past ones like Aoi or Ishizaki or Pascal, it looks weak when you just look at the offense or physical. But if you look inside, what's strong about him is the middle row: shot, block, and power. Yeah, so if you are lucky to get him, definitely you should teach that green Balkan's block on to him, so that you'll have both shot and block. So it's a really unique, it wasn't, something like this was never here in the past. So yeah, I think it's gonna be useful for those who are lucky to get this. And his team skill, I forgot to say, is offense or forward will go up by 10%, and his passive is a bit unique. His critical ratio will be, the percentage of getting critical will be 1.2 times the normal rate. So yeah, it's like, I think it was here for Aoi in the past, so it's like that. Yeah, so it's good. If you're lucky and you get critical, you have better chance of pulling critical, and you're really dedicated to block and shot. So yeah, I think it's good. It might be useful. Yeah, when it comes to shot and block. So that's about it for today. And yeah, please do, for those who are not really into that Balkan, although you're not, you should definitely run the go through the event, because you get so many good stuff out of this event. I counted how many dream balls you can get after going through everything. You could get 78 dream balls. Yeah, So that's a lot, right? You could, if you're not interested in the new characters in the current gacha, just keep those 78 dream balls and wait for the dream fest at the end of the month, right? So you should definitely do that. And you could collect the free gacha tickets from here, right? By gaining these points, and you could get these SRs or all types of black balls, even SSRs, and the green Balkan, of course, and the silver formation, the A rank formation here, by reaching 10,000 points. No, 100,000 points. Yeah, so you should definitely work on this event. Even if you're not interested in the Balkan or the new gacha, you should definitely do that. Yeah. So that's about it for today. I hope it was a useful video. Please do subscribe. I'll be doing both global and Japanese. So yeah, please stay tuned for my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.